Hi everyone, just checking in. I've been home now for about a week. Um, Last Friday, I guess 2 Fridays ago, um, I came home because Jamie was able to leave the house. So the same friends that I had been staying with, parents, were going on vacation and offered their home for Jamie to stay in. So Jamie moved to the parents' empty home, and I moved back to the house with my parents on Saturday. Jamie moved on Friday, and there was some intense cleaning in order to kind of make sure that everything was safe. And then I moved back the next day. So I've been here with my parents for about a week. And then on Tuesday night, Jamie had her second negative test and was symptom free. And so she came back and joined the house, which was really great. So we've finally all been together now for a couple days, about 4 or 5 days, and it's been really nice. It feels like home. I do want to say a big thank you to my friends who let me stay with them. It was an amazing thing that I had a place to go and could leave the hospital, and they made me feel really comfortable and wanted. And we had a great time watching old nostalgic movies every night. And so just thank you so much. And then, of course, thank you to their parents for offering Jamie a place to stay that allowed me to kind of get back on track. So I'm very blessed to have friends like that. Not only have one group of people, but more than one who offered to let me stay with them, and who were open to creative solutions to getting me home. It really means a lot, and I couldn't be luckier. So thank you for that. Lately, how I've been is, physically pretty good, mentally a little up and down. Last Monday, I had my Hickman line out, and kind of a quick reminder what a Hickman is it's a center line that just kind of hangs out of your chest. So it goes straight into your heart, and then it pops out a hole in your chest, and just sort of has two IV connections that dangle there coming out of your chest. It is incredibly useful for chemo and IV fluids and IV nutrition and medicines, and when I was in the hospital, it was super helpful and absolutely required in order for my transplant to work. But it is a hassle, and you can't shower with it really. It really restricted how I could sleep because I can't really sleep on it, and it's also a major infection vector where the wound that it's coming out of can get infected, but even more seriously, the line itself can get infected, where an infection goes up the line, and then that gives the infection a straight route into your heart, which then will spread it to your whole body, pretty much instantaneously. So the doctors agreed that it was time to get rid of it, that its usefulness had kind of passed, particularly because I still have a port, which does the same thing, but is under the skin, so it's a lot safer. So on Monday I had that out, and I have to admit I was pretty scared of the removal process because I hadn't gotten a lot of detail on it, and it seems like every procedure that has been done at the clinic has sort of been a mess. And unfortunately, this one proved out to be no exception. It was supposed to take 30 minutes and ended up taking 90 minutes. And the way that they extract it is essentially they grab it and yank on it. And then the way that the Hickman stays in is there's a little cuff that your skin grows around, and that helps seal the wound, and it also helps keep the Hickman in place. And for people who haven't had their Hickman very long, usually the skin hasn't really grown that much and kind of the Hickman just slides out. For people who've had it longer, they use local numbing in order to make the skin not feel the ripping out, I guess, of the Hickman. And so the first try on me, they didn't use any numbing agents because my Hickman had only been in 2 months and they just didn't think it would be necessary. But they couldn't get it out. The skin was too grown, too strong. So then they numbed me up and tried to yank on it, I don't know, probably another 5 times. And it just didn't budge. So then they used some specialized tools to kind of cut around the skin that was on the cuff. And I think probably on the 9th or 10th try, they finally got it out. It wasn't a very painful process per se. It was more kind of like you had a small little arm coming out of your chest and they were just pulling on it really, really hard until it came off, right? So the feeling was this feeling of kind of intense pressure and pulling over and over again until it finally released and it came out. So that was a bit of a process, and it left me a little shell-shocked, I'd say. For the next couple days, I just was not in a good mood. I didn't really want to interact or do anything. It just, I don't know, I wasn't in a good place after that. So for a couple of days, I was pretty down. But I'd say maybe a couple of days ago, I kind of, I don't know, put myself back together and have started kind of turning the corner. And now I'm very much in a recovery place. Like the next month, I need to spend building my strength back up, building my endurance, building my immunity. And that's kind of the plan. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm in a pretty good place, honestly. It's been a journey, certainly everything with Jamie and the COVID and then the pulling of the line has been difficult, but the path looks good, and so yeah, I'm kind of excited, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and until next time.